My favorite teacher was probably my art teacher growing up. She pushes her students to be whoever they are and they want to be, think outside the box, challenge. She's one of my favorite teachers because she still inspires me daily. We're very good friends. Having a teacher that doesn't just teach that subject, but teaches you as a human being was really helpful in my life.
I've talked about her in chapel several times, Ms. Blair. The things we did in 4th grade, I still do regardless of the grade I teach. Things like reading out loud. I just remember having this sense of haven in her class as well. I can't tell you one specific thing she taught me, like subject matter wise, but she just taught me that like a classroom can be a place where you feel like you can breathe.
Mr. Lewis in 4th grade. So he had this thing where he created tribes in the classroom, and we all developed our own saying and our own perspective and goals, and I really felt so included and part of things, which for me, being so shy, was a really fantastic thing.
I would say my favorite teacher was my 2nd grade teacher. Her name was Miss Salmon. She was just so nice and so kind, and she took 6 weeks off to adopt a daughter from China, which was like really cool. And when I was in college, I actually went back to her classroom and observed and worked like for a week in her classroom. We still keep in contact.
My 4th grade teacher was also my kindergarten teacher. She was a beautiful woman, still living today, and she was the one that brought peace and harmony to my life in the school setting, and I still talk to her today.
Well, I have a couple favorite teachers, but Miss Orvis was my kindergarten teacher. She was just very sweet and very welcoming, and she greeted you with a smile every day and always made sure to connect with you every day.
My middle school English teacher. He really saw in me, which I was quieter and more introverted student, but he saw my ability to write and then like helped me get my work published when I was really young. So I try to do that for my students.
My choir teacher, her name was Mrs. Cowan, and she was just the kind of person where she walks into a room and she lights it up and every kid is excited to be able to learn from her. I'm just so grateful to her and just kind of instilling that idea of something new doesn't have to be scary, and then you can get really good at something even if you're starting at it maybe a little bit later than other people would.
This guy named Raymond Blanchard, he was my theater director, and he told me like my first week of high school, like, I think you're gonna be a leader when you're older. And that just someone like telling me that straight up and believing that I was gonna do it and really holding me accountable, that's like what I needed to kick it into high gear and really care about something and be passionate, outwardly passionate about what I did. So that was my favorite teacher, Mr. Blanchard.